how to save for your first house deposit in the UK. Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jay, also known as JVSOP, also known as I'm Broke Baby, and today we're going to talk about how to save for your first house deposit in the UK. So I've made videos on my channel before and on social media about how I bought my first house at 21 in London. I saved up for a deposit, I had a good job, and I was able, to buy a house at the end of it. However, there were some things I used throughout that time to help me save. I'm going to share some tips with you on how I did that, and also some tips that are relevant for today because that was a while ago. There's new schemes out, there's new ways to do it. So I'm going to be going through some of the best options for you guys in this video. So first of all, I'm going to assume that everyone is earning enough to actually save money to go towards the deposit. If you're not lucky enough to be in that situation, I've got other videos on side hustles and how to make some extra money. So go check them out. Hopefully they help you to improve your financial situation so you're able to save some money for your house deposit. So a lot of people talk about investing, and investing is better than saving. However, you need to learn how to save before it's even time to invest. So number one, work out your budget. If you earn £2,000 a month and you know your bills are going to be £1,000 a month, then you want £500 to spend, to go out and stuff like that. That means you have £500 left at the end of every month to save. Well, that sounds easier said than done. Like, we know the numbers are never that equal and it doesn't always go to plan. One way to help you with saving is to create a direct debit. So at the start of the month, if you know you should be able to save £500, £500 is going to come out of your current account where your wages are paid to, and then it's going to go into a savings account, or it could even be going into an ISA where you can't actually touch that money for a certain amount of time in case you get tempted to spend that on, frivolous things. So the next tip is to save more. Again, sounds easier said than done. However, no matter how good you think you are at saving, there's always a way you can save a bit of extra money. And when I talk about saving, I'm not telling you to stop going out and live a miserable life. If you like going out, you like going on holidays, still spend your money on that. However, there's always certain things you can cut back on. Just look over all your outgoings, your phone contracts, your TV, your internet, and compare it to newer deals that are out there. You'll always be able to find a better deal if you haven't changed it in a while. If you could save £10 here a month, £10 there a month, over the course of the year, you're going to end up saving hundreds of pounds, and this is going to help you save faster and get towards your deposit goal quicker. Another way to save money is by using debit cards or credit cards that give you reward points for spending with that card. So I talked about it again in other videos. There's reward cards where you get 1% cash back, you get sign up bonuses, things like that. So when it comes to the end of the year, you're going to have all them points, all that cash back built up, and again, you might have a few £100 that you can put towards saving or spending that instead of spending money from your wages, and that's going to help you save some money faster as well. There is loads of ways to save a few extra £100 without even noticing. That's not gonna decrease your quality of living. I talk about it all the time in my videos, so make sure you check them out. Cashback, reward points, just saving on your bills here and there. You're not gonna notice the difference in your quality of life. However, if you're looking to save some extra money, it's gonna help you towards your deposit goals. So once you get good at saving, you can actually start to think about investing. There's a few reasons why you want to invest instead of saving. So the main reason, in my opinion, is to beat inflation. Over the last few years, because of everything that's going on, inflation has been going crazy. So you want to find a way to beat it, and one of these ways can be investing. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you would have known the price of energy is going up, the price even of water is going up. Anything you buy in the supermarkets, anything you buy clothing wise, everything's going up. House prices are going up. So by the time you get to the end of your deposit, you plan to save for 10 years. By the end of that 10 years, and you saved what your original goal was. So investing is actually going to help you to beat inflation. Another reason why you want to invest to get your deposit rather than save is that If you make the right investments, you might find that actually your money is going to start increasing and you'll be able to get to your deposit goal quicker than what you would have if the money was just left in the bank. So let me take you down my little investment journey. I had a good job, and by the time I turned 18, I had loads of money that I was saving and I needed to invest it in something. So I opened up an investment account with AXA and I put the money in some bonds. It wasn't a life-changing amount of money, but just the process of doing that, no one ever taught me how to do it. So just learning that for myself opened up my eyes to investments. Me and my friends, we used to talk about that sort of stuff when we were younger. So one of my friends invested in gold. I also bought some gold back then as well when I was 18. And that was my first experience with investing. If you watch my videos, you would know that after that, I actually started a business. So I invested the majority of my money into a business, which was my online sneaker store. And of course, that started to become successful and the investment paid off. I was able to make money from that investment also. But your investments can be different. It doesn't have to be into a business. It can be into a passive thing like stocks and shares, ETFs, ISAs. If you are serious about investment, you should seek some professional advice. I'm not a financial advisor. However, if you do your own research beforehand, you'll be able to find a lot of things. Like I've mentioned, it's so much easier to invest nowadays. There's so much more options. You can do it from your phone. Back then when I was investing, it was a lot more complicated. It used to take weeks to open up an account. Now you can pretty much open up an investment account on the same day. However, I know investing is not for everyone, so that takes me on to my next point. If you don't want to invest and you're kind of scared at the possibility of losing your money, because remember, with any investment your money can go up as well as down. So what is the alternatives? Well, there's actually a government scheme out now. There has been some different ones in the past, but this is the current one they have now. It's called the Lifetime ISA. So the Lifetime ISA basically is a savings account where the government will top it up for you. The government will give you 25% on top of what you put in, up to a maximum of £1,000 a year. So for example, if you put in £4,000 in this tax year, the government will give you £1,000. If we do this over 10 years, I put in £4,000 every year for 10 years, the government will give me £1,000 every single year as well for them 10 years. So I will have £40,000 of my own money, £10,000 of the government money, plus any interest on top. That means I've got a nice £50,000 figure to go towards my first time purchase of a house. But like everything, this sounds, too good to be true. There's a few catches. The only way you can actually access this money is if, like I mentioned before, it's a first time purchase of your house, and there is some numbers, maximum and minimum figures, which you need to check out. Also, I'll put the link in the description for the government website, which describes the scheme. Another way you can take out money out of the Lifetime ISA is if you reach over the age of 60. The final way you can take money out of the Lifetime ISA is if you got 12 months or left to live. Otherwise, if you take money out for whatever reason that is not the ones I described, you're gonna get a 25% penalty, which is pretty much all of the incentive they gave you gone. So there's pretty much no point of doing the scheme if you have to take it out early. So guys, these are some of my top tips for helping to save for your deposit. I know saving is not easy for everyone. Some people find it easier than others. However, you're going to have to just do it. If you want to get a deposit for a house, if that's your dream to buy a house, a family house, a house with your boyfriend, your husband, you're going to have to just bite the bullet, save. Of course, not everyone wants to buy a house. This could just be some saving tips for you. Maybe you want to start a business and you have to save £50,000. This could be a way for you to help save for that also. But I hope you found these tips useful. If you have, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and remember, I'm broke, baby.